have a problem. Apparently they decided they needed a shower. My daughter was here, our daughter was here for supper, and she was getting ready to go home, and she's like, is the pig supposed to have a fountain of water over there? And I'm like, no. And the one must have been thoroughly enjoying it. She's totally almost washed clean. Yeah, it's the hose burst here right above where it connects to their water, so shouldn't take a whole lot to fix it. The age where they get really nosy now. When they're young, they're scared of you and they run away. They get up to about this size. When you come to do something, they just get all nosy and try to bite at you and everything else. They've really been growing good this summer. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're well over 200 pounds now. Probably about 2 1/4, I would say. Probably get them butchered here in about a month. We like them about somewhere around 300 pounds to get them butchered.
Working?
Oh yeah. See, right there is what they do. They play with it. She took her nose and was kind of like flipping at it.
Oh, up there. Is that why?
No, down there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't touch me.
You stink. You're gonna make me smell like pigs. There. Here, taking a little break right on a concrete wall. I looked at a couple messages I got. I was in here checking a heifer here in the Springer pen, and anyway, I looked up and they're all circling around me, and I was like, hey, what did I do? I didn't do anything. They're looking at me like I'm doing something funny. There's about 6 or 8 of them here eyeballing me up, about 6 or 8 feet away from me. Yeah, I haven't did much here in my Springer pen, or much video here in my Springer pen, because we're busier in the fields. We don't do quite as much, but got quite a few here that are springing again. There's 3 calves born today, I believe. Actually, the one was yesterday. The one heifer here, that lineback heifer right there, she had a set of twins. The one was born, and I thought, yeah, I guess that was yesterday morning when we came out to milk. Anyway, the one calf, she had a calf there, and I thought, well, she had her calf, looked at it, it was a heifer calf, half decent size, not the biggest calf in the world, but then when I was running her feed out for him over here, I seen she was laying there and had kind of a water bag, you call it, sticking out again like they have right when they're going to have a calf, and kind of laying there heaving or half pushing like she was going to have a calf. And I was like, what in the world? It's not very common for a first calf heifer to have twins. Not saying they never do, but it's not real common. And so I got done feeding her and went and checked her, and here, sure enough, she had a second one coming, and that one was coming with both front feet and the head turned back. So she'd have never had it herself, but it was a little smaller, and it didn't take a whole lot to get it flipped around and get it all out, but it was born dead. So, but it was a bull calf, so yeah, the heifer calf's not any good either. So anyhow, we had 2 other bull calves here born. Yeah, right there's one of them. There's the mom. She's a red and white Holstein. She just had her 3rd calf. Yeah, she would be coming in with her 3rd calf. Here's another one right here. She's a lineback. She's fresh with her 3rd calf as well. Had a little crossbreed calf. Yeah, we had another one born too, so it would have been a 4th one. That was last evening, right before we were going to bed. I was checking them. I always check our springers, and here there was one there. She was kind of beating her calf up, and I could tell she hadn't had it real long ago. And I went to come in the pen to check the calf just to see what it was, and she came after me, and I'm like, what in the world? I bailed over a gate, and she she didn't hit the gate, but she was running for me. And so I was there and realized then her calf was there and tried to get up, and she pushed her calf down and was half going bonkers. We had another one do this a while back, a couple months ago. I might have shared something about that on here, I'm not sure, but so I kind of was able to get her distracted and moved away from the calf a little bit, and it was probably about 20 feet from the one gate here, and I opened the gate and went running out and grabbed the thing by its back leg, and it was laying down, and took off running, dragging it, and man, as soon as she seen what was going on, she was after me again, and so I got the calf away from her and was able to tube feed it some colostrum, and yeah, I never did, yeah, we left her out this morning then and milked her. I never did try to put it back with the calf. Coming to get their way. Yeah, we always scrape up over here first and then fill it up, and man, you no more pulling out of the barnyard and getting off the tractor, and they're all heading this way because they know what you're going to do. Field of soybeans. This is like the 15th or 16th of August, and man, with that rain we had last week, they're really looking nice. I hope we get a few more showers yet. I mean, the pods are set. There's still some blooms here on the top of it. They're about waist high and just as thick and lush as you can get them, so we're really hoping and praying for a few more rains on the beans and finish filling everything out. Yeah, these are some of the beans that we would have replanted. So some spots are thicker than others as far as like, yeah, there was still a half a stand some places and very little stand other places. So whenever we replanted, we planted at a little lower population than we did the first time, but then some of the spots where they still had a half a stand, they got really thick. So yeah, hopefully if we get rain on them, they'll do all right. So this was planted with our twin row corn planter, where the rows are planted 8 inches apart on 30-inch centers. So really bushed over and looking good. I'm back here in the cornfield where we cleared that woods out, and man, right through here's a section that's really nice. But yeah, I'm not sure why this spot's so nice. Most of it's probably about 6-7 feet tall, and it's got half respectful ears back here. Nothing real special, but way over there on that hill, I'm not going to walk the whole way over there, but it looks pretty rough. And yeah, you can kind of see out across here some trees that tried to grow back. It'll probably take a couple years to get all them killed down with the roots and everything. Overall, I'm kind of surprised it looks as nice as it does, being it's the first year in corn, and or that it's been farmed and as dry as it was. It's nothing real special, but that's kind of the way our corn is this year. Here's one ear that I got back here. It was out of the woods. It was right at a spot, I think it's where we burn a brush pile. Yeah, the one thing I'm seeing that's very concerning, there's some mold in a bunch of these ears. It's right at the top from all the rain we had. So yeah, I don't know what that's gonna amount to, but here again, I was pulling some of the nicer ears off back here. Now this ear don't have any mold on it, thankfully. Yeah, this one's pretty decent looking. It's not dented the whole way. That other one was dented pretty good. Now here's another ear. Here's one that didn't pollinate quite right. Yeah, it's kind of toothy and funny looking and not filled out clear out to the end. Yeah, here's another one. Now this one, not sure. It probably didn't pollinate the greatest either, the way that looks sort of funny there. Just sort of spotted out at the end. Yeah, there's a lot of ears in there that look like this one too. Just about half or a little over half the size they should be. But there again, that's concerning. There's some mold. We're gonna have to talk to our nutritionist to see what his recommendation. Might have to try a different preserver or something on it, or else put something else in the feed to counteract that, because that's probably gonna translate the mycotoxins into silage, and that won't be good. You always got to try it. Eat some corn. It's pretty good for you. See quite a few ears with smut on it like that too, so I don't know. Not all of them, but yeah, there was another in here somewhere close by I seen. This is right along the edge here, right beside my neighbor's hayfield, so this ain't quite as good right here along the edge. It's kind of up on a upper ridge along the edge of the field. You need some corn? I'll break off the mold.
I'll take that.
My ear corn, you all stay away. Can't even enjoy it. First day of chopping corn today. It's a beautiful day out. It's barely gonna get to 80 degrees today. It started out this morning cold for our area for this time of year. It was 45 degrees. We had that the last 2 mornings, but it's not supposed to stay like that, thankfully. But yeah, we didn't get started here till lunchtime, so we'll do what we can today. Hopefully maybe 55, 60 load and then finish up tomorrow morning. But it's about perfect for in the trench. We didn't check the moisture on it, but I would say it's between 68 and 70%. We don't have quite as much green showing in some of this. The first field we opened up had pretty decent green showing, but this field there's green in it, but not what we're used to. So you definitely don't want it to get too dry if there's not as much green in it, because it won't pack very good. But yeah, it's still got decent moisture. You don't want it too much over 70%. It's almost too wet then, so it's just about perfect for what we need. We've got about 8 or 10 loads in here so far. This trench will hold pretty close 80 truckloads, which is usually around 1,200 tons. So, yeah. This field that we're in now is probably one of our worst fields of corn that we have. There's still some grain showing here, but not quite what we're used to seeing. About 15 or 16 ton on a load, so yeah, when he comes in to push it, it's not that he don't have power, but he loses traction. We have a big concrete block on the back of the tractor, and yeah, it goes pretty good. Usually the first push or two coming up across till he'll maybe spin out, but yeah, once he gets a little bit moved and He can angle that blade either way or keep it straight. Those back doors have latches on them that as soon as that net on the bottom, it kind of latches in the chain of the net on the bottom of the truck. As soon as they start pushing or unloading, yeah, it just pushes them doors right open. And then there's locks that when they're open, they can set them to lock, but they stay open. And then when the truck's completely empty, they release something there in the cab and unlocks the doors, and they're spring loaded, they go swinging shut. It's pretty slick how it all works. And then, yeah, they automatically latch then. The little latch pieces, they automatically latch right in the chain on the net in the bottom. Here in a little bit, as he goes to pull away, you'll see him swing shut. There, they automatically latch. So, anyway, away they go to get another load. We put a bunch of tires on top of this trench beside. We have 3 different trenches here in a row. We call them trench 1, 2, and 3. The center trench is trench 2, and we put a bunch of tires up on top of this trench this morning. As once we get this trench full, we'll probably fill it 5-6 feet above the walls. So it's a lot nicer to have some tires over along this edge to just start throwing on the plastic rather than have to drag them the whole way across the top of the pile. Over on this other side, there's a lane that goes up between this trench number 3 and the dry cow barn, and yeah, we can easily get to this side with the skid loader. So anyhow, yeah, well, it's Thursday here. We weren't able to get started till lunchtime, so we probably won't get it finished today, because he said they're not pushing real hard, so we don't have to run real late. Hoping to get maybe 3/4 done today, and said he has a small job tomorrow after he gets ours done tomorrow, so we'll finish it in the morning and then cover it tomorrow afternoon, and we have some extra help. Yeah, we piled a little higher. It's for sure up to my shoulders now, or maybe even a little above. But yeah, it's pretty full up through here. It's a beautiful evening though. There's not a cloud in the sky, and